Back at the baby shower venue, Minsu's mother had just ended a phone call with her husband when she was approached by Sunjin's mother. With a polite tone, Sunjin's mother expressed how grateful she was that Minsu's mother was there, especially with the due date nearing. Minsu's mother firmly stated that it was her duty to be there for her daughter and thanked Sunjin's mother for helping in her absence. Sunjin's mother brought up the idea of Minsu staying at their family house for a few months after giving birth so she could receive proper care. But Minsu's mother immediately declined, saying she was fully capable of taking care of her daughter and that it was important for Minsu to stay with her husband to bond with the child. She reassured her that she was welcome to visit frequently, but Sunjin's mother disagreed, insisting it was also their responsibility to care for Minsu. Sensing the conversation might spiral into a back-and-forth debate, Minsu's mother smiled politely, suggested they enjoy the baby shower, and walked away. Elsewhere, Yuna was accompanying Minsu to the bathroom. Minsu was visibly in discomfort, but Yuna was too distracted by her phone, texting Wubin, to notice. Upon reaching the bathroom, Yuna told Minsu she would wait outside. Minsu smiled and stepped inside. As the door closed behind her, the pain intensified. She gripped the sink, fear rising with each wave of pain. Her mind raced. She wasn't due until next month. Could labor be starting early? Outside, Yuna remained absorbed in her messages, her mind lost in thoughts of reuniting with Wubin. Then, a loud scream shattered her focus. Alarmed, she rushed into the bathroom, panic setting in. Back at Tech Bloom, Sunjin sat in the boardroom with his assistant, waiting for the investor. Sensing Sunjin's restlessness, the assistant reassured him that they were a bit early. Sunjin remained calm, confident in his ability to handle the meeting. When the investor arrived, Sunjin greeted him, and they sat down to begin. Just as the meeting was about to start, Sunjin's phone rang. Seeing it was his mother, he instructed his assistant to hold on to it and put it on Do Not Disturb to avoid interruptions. Meanwhile, at the baby shower, the situation had escalated. Minsu had gone into labor. She sat on the couch, crying in pain. Yuna rushed to her mother and Minsu's mother, urgently insisting that they needed to take Minsu to the hospital immediately. Her mother agreed. Since the ambulance was taking too long, she decided to drive Minsu herself. However, Sunjin's mother objected, wanting Minsu to be taken to their family home where she had arranged for medical experts and a midwife. Seeing her daughter in agony, Minsu's mother refused to entertain the suggestion. She helped Minsu to her feet, with Yuna assisting her, and insisted on taking her to the hospital. Sunjin's mother stood frozen, conflicted, as they hurried away. Back in the boardroom, the meeting was underway when Sunjin's assistant quietly approached and whispered that the phone had been ringing non-stop. Sunjin gave a nod, allowing him to check. Moments later, the assistant returned with urgency in his eyes and told Sunjin that his wife had gone into labor and had been rushed to the hospital. Without hesitation, Sunjin stood and excused himself, instructing his assistant to explain to the investor. As he drove, thoughts of Minsu flooded his mind. Worry tightened his chest. The labor had come too soon. Was she okay? He pressed the accelerator, determined not to lose a moment more. All that mattered now was getting to Minsu and being by her side.